Okay, in a quarter at the waist. Less flare through the calves. Let's lose the tie, I don't like it. This one has to be recut.
Okay, where do you want it?
The whole thing. Just tell Mark to tear it down and start over. Thank you, ladies. That's all for today.
Ridge, I need to talk to you.
Hey, Thorne, what's the word?
The word is why.
That's a word, all right.
I'm getting bombed with questions.
We all have our problems, little brother.
Well, you're the problem, buddy. The press wants answers. Was that marriage proposal for real or just a stunt?
What do you think, Katie?
I think you have to take it at face value. Ridge proposed to Taylor in a very public way, Brooke.
He was sending me a message.
Yeah, that he wants to marry Taylor.
I can't believe he's going to do this. I can't believe he's actually going to go through with this.
Well, neither can I, but I can't believe it's just some sort of stunt either.
No, I know what it was. It was a knee-jerk reaction. He saw Grant and me in the cabin, and he misinterpreted this mindless kiss.
And he's gonna go and marry Taylor as a result? Is he that immature?
Stephanie has also been feeding him some lies.
Oh, you really got your hands full on this one.
I'm not going to take this lying down. There's no way.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know, but I can't lose Ridge.
Brooke, the man has promised to marry another woman. You're acting like that is never gonna happen.
It isn't.
Look, honey, I know how much he means to you and how hard this must be for you to accept, but I don't see what choice you have. The reality is there is an engagement. Taylor doesn't think that's pretend, neither does Ridge. You're the only one who thinks he's not committed. But if he does what he says he's gonna do, you're gonna end up destroyed. I don't wanna see that. You gotta be able to take a man at his word. If you don't, then what sort of relationship do you have with him anyway? Brooke, I don't want to be the one to have to say this, but I'm going to. It might be that it's time for you to let go.
No, Katie, I will never let go. There's only one man in this world for me, and he loves me. I am never going to believe otherwise. What can I get for you?
Oh, I think 2 cappuccinos. Yes.
2 cappuccinos.
Where's everyone looking at us?
Nobody's looking at us.
Sure they are. What about those 2 right there?
Well, maybe they're looking at us because you're pointing at them.
They've been looking at me ever since we walked in the door, James, and so have those guys over there.
Listen to me. You're fine. You're safe. You're here with me. Nobody's watching you.
Why am I acting like this? I'm so paranoid. I've never been like this before. What's happening?
It's all part of the process.
What process?
Change. Sheila, you're coming to grips with your past. You're acknowledging what you've done to people. I mean, it's understandable that you're going to feel it.
I feel like I should be shunned by the world. Treated like an outcast that I am. I want to go home.
No. It's important that you stay. Nothing is going to happen to you. You're safe. I promise you.
What you see is what you get, Thorne.
Well, what I saw, Ridge, what everybody saw, was you standing at the end of a runway with Taylor in a wedding gown.
Sounds pretty accurate.
that was a publicity stunt, right?
Would have been a good one, wouldn't it?
So maybe we better get the word out there, Ridge, because a lot of people believe that you were serious.
I was serious, Thorne.
So you're telling me that you are in love with Taylor. That's what you want us all to believe.
You think I give a damn what everyone believes?
Ridge, I'm your brother. Talk to me.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? Life, love, loyalty?
Yeah, let's try loyalty. Look, I know what happened with Brooke and Grant.
Am I supposed to be making a connection here?
You learn what happened with Brooke and Grant. You find out about this, and then the next thing we know, you're proposing to Taylor. Yeah, I'd say there's a connection here.
Well, I suppose you could find a connection between any two events if you searched hard enough.
Oh, come on. Ridge, you did it for shock value to get to Brooke.
Thorne, I did it for the reason I did it. And it wasn't for shock value. Now, anything else? Well, we both have a lot of work to do. Let's get to it.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Brooke, he's not bluffing.
Katie, I don't need to hear this. Encouragement and support, that's what I need.
Encouragement to do what? See black as white and white as black? Sorry, I can't do that.
Well, then don't say anything, okay? Don't bring me down. I've been committed to Ridge for a long, long time, and I'm not going to stop now. I love him, and he knows it. He's not going to marry Taylor. He just won't do it.
Nothing's going to happen. It's all in my mind. Okay. Okay, I'll buy into that.
These people, they don't even know you.
No, of course they don't.
2 cappuccinos.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, could you leave the check, please?
Why'd you want her to leave the check?
So that she doesn't have to come back.
Don't want to spend much time alone with me.
Excuse me. Second thoughts, please don't leave the check.
No problem.
Did you see the way she looked at me?
Do you see how silly you're being? This is all in your mind. Nobody is out to get you.
Lauren's out to get me, and so is Stephanie. After all the things I did to them, I'd be out to get me, too.
Yes, but Lauren and Stephanie are not here. What do you think? Do you think they secretly communicated with each and every one of these people and told them all what a horrible person you are?
I'm sorry. You're right, I'm being ridiculous. I need to get over this, James. Please. Help me.
Come in.
Probably the last person you wanted to see.
No, your sister is.
You really are upset with her.
You think I shouldn't be?
No, I'd be upset too. I don't think I'd go to the extent that you have. At least I'd like to think I wouldn't.
Had nothing to do with it, Katie.
Ridge, what you did at that showing had everything to do with Brooke and her relationship with Grant.
All right. I want to say this once, and then you're going to turn and walk right out the door. Believe it or not, I have a life independent of Brooke. Independent of Taylor and independent of you. I make my decisions based on what's good for me, and what is good for me is to go on living.
You're engaged to a woman who isn't your first choice.
How the hell would you know what my first choice should be?
Because she's my sister. I've watched you and Brooke together for years. I've seen the connection between you and the love. I've felt that.
Katie, a little advice. Don't take on someone else's headache.
How can you be so glib about this? You're just throwing away your future.
I'm taking control of my future, actually.
No, you're not. You're punishing Brooke. She's in pain. Okay, look, you've accomplished your purpose, all right? You hurt her as much as she hurt you. Now it's time to stop. Please don't do this. Don't torture Brooke. You know, she might be impulsive and she might show bad judgment. She doesn't deserve to have her life destroyed for that. Don't break her heart. You're gonna hate yourself if you do.
Of course I will help you. I mean, that's what I've been doing, isn't it? I have been helping you.
I guess this is part of the punishment Lauren was talking about.
Yeah, maybe it is.
I wonder how long it's gonna last.
Probably last as long as it takes for you to learn to trust me.
I do trust you.
And then believe me, Sheila, the world is a much more forgiving place than you think it is. When you're out like this, you're not out with the people that you've hurt. Therefore, it's a perfect opportunity for you to make new friends. You can make new acquaintances. These people here, they don't see you the way Lauren Fenmore sees you. They don't know that once you were a very different person. What they see is a very beautiful, very attractive woman, the way you are. They also probably see a very personable woman. I mean, if that's what you want them to see. Do you want that?
Katie, I hate to say this because I know it's going to hurt, but it has to be said. What I did on that runway wasn't out of anger. I learned a lesson from Brooke. A lesson I never would have learned if I hadn't seen her and Grant together.
What lesson?
I was clinging. I was hanging on too tight. Brooke obviously wanted room to move out, and I should have given that to her a long time ago.
No, Ridge, she doesn't want more room. You've got this all wrong.
Katie, what I saw at the cabin with Grant and Brooke was only symptomatic. Your sister wants to spread her wings. Fine, let her spread her wings. I just wish to God she had told me about this earlier.
Okay. All right. You're obviously hurting right now.
No, I'm not hurting. In fact, I'm engaged.
You wouldn't be if none of this had happened. Can't you at least talk to her?
I've talked to Brooke for years. Too many years. Now it's time to stop talking and start acting. And that's exactly what I'm going to do from now on.
Yeah, that's what you're doing, all right. You're just acting.
Yes, that is what I want. To be respected, to have friends.
And you will have friends.
Maybe I should introduce myself to a couple of these people.
No, that is not how it's done.
Well, it certainly has been a long time since I've been charming, and I'm not very personable.
Well, you will learn to be charming again, and I happen to find you very personal.
You know, I've asked you before, but why? And why are you doing this for me?
Because for all the pain that you cause other people, you cause so much more for yourself. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. We're all victims, Sheila. We're victims of our past, of our childhood. And yes, some of us are victims of you. I just have the chance to be able to turn that around. Maybe this once we can do that. Because imagine the hope that will bring to everybody. To you, to me, I mean, even to the forest.
And you are by far the finest person I have ever met.
No, my dear. I'm a doctor in a field that has a lot of problem people. It isn't often that I get the chance to effect such a positive change. You know, in a way, you're helping me as much as I'm helping you. I haven't had this much faith in my work, and I have certainly not been this excited for a very, very long time.
Well, then let me excite you all the more. Okay? Let's see, who should I talk to?
Now, we have to take this very slowly.
No, really, I'm ready. I'm a simple hi to a stranger. I'm actually very enthusiastic.
All right. I don't see what harm a little experiment would do.
Okay. So who should I approach, huh? There.
Are you Sheila Carter?
Yes?
I'm Detective Barnes, Beverly Hills Police Department. You're under arrest, ma'am.
For what? Section 1203.2 of the Penal Code, parole violation. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
James?
You also have the right to have an attorney present during questioning. If you cannot afford one, the court will provide one for you. Do you understand your rights, Miss Carter? Do you understand your rights, Miss Carter?
Rich, I don't expect you to say anything. But I need to say something. I am so confused. I'm so beaten down about what is happening to us. And I just don't understand it. We were so close. A couple of days ago, I was waiting for a marriage proposal. And I thought that's where you were coming from. But then to see what has happened and the reason why, it's because of Grant and me. Rich, how could you think, after everything we've been through, that I would want to find happiness with somebody else?
Seems pretty obvious to me, Brooke. You weren't very happy with me.
No, that's not true. You and the children mean more to me than anything in the whole world. Look, we've been through a lot. Finding out that Bridget isn't your daughter and trying to live with it, trying to accept it. I know it was really hard for you, Rich. For the both of us. But we did it. We worked through it, and we stayed with it. And then you wanted to get married and move on with your life. And so did I. It was my dream. It's always been my dream. But my little girl was struggling with the fact that her father had been taken away from her. And then you had left for Paris, and I stayed behind with Bridget to try to help her learn about her real father. But it was a very, very difficult time for me, Rich. And I needed my friends. Thank God for my friends, for my sister, my family, and yes, Grant. But that's all that he was a friend. He helped me see things in a different way and gave me a new perspective. And I was vulnerable. But how could I not be under those circumstances? But I never gave up faith in us, Rich. Never. And I still haven't. I can't. After everything we've been through, laughing together, crying, suffering, you are a part of me. And nobody could ever take your place. So, please, Rich, I'm begging you, don't do this. Don't give it all up because of a trivial moment that you misinterpreted. I need you to forgive me. I want you to think back on everything that we've done together, everything that we've shared. And I want you to stop this craziness. I love you. I love you so much. Please, please just don't let it end this way.